Jaedong. He's apparently 3-3 versus Protoss. He's got a less than 50% record overall. Surprising for Jaedong. That's alright. Cause look at that serious face there. Look at that serious face. Also, he loves America. So clearly, America is on his side. But unfortunately for him, there is only one force more powerful than USA, and that is on Trap's side, and that is Tallscroll. The Empress is here. Trap has to win it. STX must win at Tallscroll's last appearance in esports. And here he is. Trap is 10-4 this season. That is a pretty sick record. 3-1 against Zerg. 4 wins in his last 5 games. This guy is pretty good. You know, I had my doubts when they sent him against Jaedong in the ace match, but this guy's proven himself. He's pretty damn good. He's got the wins. He's got the wins. He's got the swagger. So, looks like we are going to be on Cloud Kingdom, which looks like is 5-8 in ZVP this season of Pro League. Slightly in favor of Protoss, but obviously not exactly the highest, the biggest sample size rather. I think it's a fairly balanced map. And well, let's see what Jaedong does here. I remember actually I got inspired by an awesome PvZ that Firebat Hero played on this map, where it went to like super late game and it looked like Firebat Hero was losing, and he just comes out with like 10i Templar and storms everything. Oh, that was beautiful. But other than that game, I feel like we've been seeing a lot of timing attacks on this map in Pro League. It's like 2 base all-ins from Protosses. I mean, you know, they do that in general, obviously, on any map. But like, for example, if you compare the games on this map to like on Entombed, I think we saw a lot more long, you know, late game 30+ minute PvZs on Entombed compared to on this map. Whatever the reason may be. So, yeah, let's see what Trap does here. I honestly cannot remember what happened when they played in their last ace match. Can somebody just like quickly live report it for me? Or I guess not live report it, non-live report it, rebroadcast report it for me. Tell me what happened in that game, please, if you will.
기대가 안 될 수밖에 없는, 기대가 될 수밖에 없는 이런 부분이 아닐 수가 없고요. 네, 안 될래 안 될 수가 없는. 그렇죠. 이재동 선수는 최근 에이스 결정전에서 거의 출전을 해서 최근 연승에 거의 기여를 하는 3번의 3연승 중에서 거의 2번의.
So looks like commentator is going to talk about how awesome these guys are.
이런 또 든든한 선수이니까.
Trap is pretty good. Jaedong is even better.
이기는 선수가 아닐까라는 생각이 듭니다.
네, 서로가 정말 중요하죠. 조성우 선수 역시 팀의 승리와 더불어 이렇게 신인이고 경기에 처음 나왔을 때 주목받기 시작할 때 주목되는 승리와 만나서
is nobody telling me what happened in that game? You guys suck. You guys are useless. I hate you all. Just kidding. Just kidding. That'd be funny if it's like everybody left and went to watch what's his face, Ophidian's chat or stream or something. That'd be quite amusing. That guy, I don't know, how do you pronounce his name though? He's got like 5 O's at the front of his name. I just call him Ophidian.
그렇습니다. 조성호 선수 지금 실력은 이미 검증이 끝이 난 상황이고, 근데 자신의 느낌을 보여주기 위한, 자신이 어떤 선수인지를 증명해내기 위한 그런 단계를 밟고 있습니다. 이재동과의 또 다른 경기를 통해서 그런 것들을 보여줄 수 있을지 에이스 결전전 준비 끝났습니다. 바로 만나보겠습니다.
All right, going into the game. Volume's a little bit loud. Alright, spawning as the Red Zerg in the top right. Playing for Team 8, we have Jaedong, the Tyrant, the USA lover. And in the bottom left, as the blue Protoss, we have Trap. who has the hopes and dreams of Toss Girl on his shoulders. Pressure's on now, man. The pressure's on now. So it looks like he is just going to build a pylon at the front, do the good old forge fast expand. And what is Jaedong doing? Making an overlord, gonna make some dronies, standard stuff. No crazy tempo-pooling action from him. And the probe scout's gonna get over to his base shortly here. So standard openings from both players. Yeah, what he said. Oh, I guess it was a Toss Girl sign. Oh, she shook her head. Oh, that might have been a marriage proposal. I think she turned him down. Oh man. Oh, that sucks. That poor guy got shut down there. Oh wow, denied. Denied. Kiet says he just wanted her autograph, but that's clearly a lie. That was definitely, without a doubt, a marriage proposal. Did I just say without a doubt? God damn. Like, I'm turning into Grey Torp, guys. Oh god. Oh god, I'm turning into Grey Torp. Somebody stop this. Somebody save me. I like Grey Torp, but I wouldn't want to be Grey Torp. So 14 pool versus 15 next. Good times, good times. And there's a forge. So the overlord's gonna see what's going on here. And how many lings will Jaedong make?
입구지역의 건물 위치까지 파악했습니다.
잘 보시면은 막 상대방이 무조건 선산란못이라고 해서 포즈부터 짓고 재련소부터 짓고.
Looks like second pylon at the wall, good stuff. He actually built probes up to 18 as well. So there's a bit of supply cap, but that's fine. Standard. So it looks like Jaedong's only made 2 Zerglings here. Not gonna make a full 6, just gonna make 2 to scout around and make sure he's not getting cannon rushed, all that good jazz. And looks like a very standard wall in for our Protoss player here. Rallying that gateway there to, so when the Zealot pops out, it'll wall himself in. And looks like, oh, he might deny this third a little bit. Oh, block it, block it! Oh, why did the probe turn away there? I'm a little confused. Do you guys see that? His probe was going in, and then it kind of went back for a second. I think if he just went straight there to the base, he could have actually blocked the third, which would have been so annoying for Jaedong. But it looks like he won't get it.
확인을 한 조성호 입장에서 이제 서로 간에 뭔가 좀 쌓아나가는 그런 초반 단계를 보여주고 있습니다.
And in the meantime, Jaedong is going to be droning it up. Trap, getting his gases in his main. See what tech he decides to go for. Looks like Cord is going to be placed there at the natural since he doesn't have a pylon anywhere else. Standard stuff. And well, now we just get to chill until something happens. Oh, one Zergling is actually looking around for that probe to check for any proxy pylons anywhere, especially around this area near his third. Doesn't want any like some 2 base all-in coming from that direction, so just scouting around here with that one Zergling, just playing it safe. But oh, he might actually find his probe. Wow, actually does catch the probe here, even though it's kind of sitting in a bit of a random location. So that's nice by Jaedong to find that. But the probe's probably going to get home safely. The other Zergling is just chilling by the watchtower. And we do see both natural gases now taken by Trap, so he's not going to go for any kind of huge 2-base warp gate all-in. Gonna go for some kind of tech here. Stargate? Twilight Council? Robo? What could it be? What could it be? Chronoing is warp gate. Alright. Still waiting for the tech though. Anyway, another probe going out. And he's gonna build a pylon? Perhaps? Maybe? Looks like some warp gates were added in the main base of the Protoss. I'm not really sure what he's going for right now. Well, Evolution Chamber, and I think that was the Verge War in there. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Twilight Council along with 3 additional gateways.
아, 지금 이제 황혼회를 올려주면서 전멸
So doing a very
좀 이런 생각을 하고 있죠.
neutral build here.
전멸과 그리고 황혼 사이 돌진 업그레이드가
So with that few warp gates, he's probably just gonna warp in a bunch of sentries and move out and kind of take his third base relatively quickly here. I mean, I guess. Let's see, how much gas does he have? Could go for some weird DT stuff, and oh, just as I say that, a Dark Shrine's actually planted, so actually it will be DTs here from him. Now, the Overlord did see the Twilight Council, so, you know, Jaedong's got to keep in mind that that is a possibility, but of course, you know, a more common thing would be just to see Blink from the Stalkers, although with only 3 additional gateways going in, perhaps, I don't know, I think that would probably indicate that it was more likely to be DTs coming up here from Trap. So Jaedong hopefully sees this coming, but it looks like Jaedong actually going to catch a Stalker at the Watchtower there. A bit of a mistake by Trap to let that get taken down. The one Stalker is not game ending there. And we do see a Robo as well, and 2 more gateways coming up for Trap. So Trap not just going to expand behind these DTs. He's going up to 6 gateways and a Robo in total, along with that DT tech. So after the DTs, you know, after trying to harass the DTs, he could still just go for a huge 2-base attack with the DTs to help. And looks like Jaedong going to snipe another probe here, but looks like he's not aware of that pylon on the right side rather. So Trap will be able to warp in some DTs there, sneak close to the Zerg base. I believe the lair is now finished. Yeah, the lair is finished for Jaedong. He's just now started his Spire and his Roach speed. But Jaedong, oh man, he's got almost no units here. He's getting an Overseer. He's only got a handful of Roaches. And that Overseer will barely finish. He's going to take a little bit of damage, but I think it will finish in time. The problem is he only made a single Overseer, now immediately making a second one because he knows the DTs, when they split up, are going to be able to do a lot of damage, and he needs more than one Overseer to hold on. It looks like the DTs killed the Queen at the natural there. There's one more DT killing drones at the third. Looks like both DTs at the natural do get taken out, but that DT at the third is apparently undetected, it looks like. Oh man, no pun intended there, but he's killing more drones here. He could actually get the Queen. No, looks like he's going to keep going for the drones, getting 12 drone kills, in total 13 drone kills before getting taken down there. So 21 workers killed for Trap there, or killed by Trap. Prepositions, man. Pretty tricksy. So a nice little attack there for 3 DTs. He got the Queen and all those drones. And let's see what he follows us up with. Looks like he has actually taken his third base. So he's following it up. Just economically, not going to go for any kind of all-in follow-up. Sending out another Stalker to check out that Watchtower. And it looks like the Lings have found that proxy pylon now at the right side, so they're going to take that down. Now there's no more proxy pylons left on the map, so any warp-ins will just have to be at the Protoss base and walk across the map. It looks like Overseer is going over to all the bases just to make sure no DTs are running around. And the Spire is done though. Is Jaedong making Mutalisks? Presumably he is. Yeah, he is making 10 Mutas right now. He's got +1 air attack on the way. But see, Trap already had the Twilight Council though, so presumably he did get Blink for his Stalkers to help defend against this. But he doesn't actually have that many Stalkers, and he's only got 4 sentries as well, so not the biggest army, of course, because that the Dark Templar investment was quite big. They are pretty expensive units, but he's going to catch a couple of Roaches here. Nice force fields there, trapping a handful of Roaches and getting them for free. Looks like he's walling in his narrow ramp as well. That's a very standard, very good move on this map. So he only has to worry about defending his third base from ground attacks. The other entrance is walled off, but now he has to also worry about the air attack. And it doesn't look like he's made any cannons though. He did not see this coming. Oh man, this could be very, very bad for Trap. I hope he at least has Blink here. But no, he's moving out with his army at the same time, moving out at exactly the wrong time. Looks like he's going to lose a handful of probes. Now going to pull the probes towards his third, warping in another round of Stalkers. But looks like the Muse actually just going for it. I don't think they should. Is Blink finished? Yes, Blink is finished. So it looks like Trap will be okay here, but Trap bringing all his army back, I think that's a mistake. I think he should have left the Zealots and Sentries and Immortals at his third base, because otherwise this is exactly what's going to happen here. Jaedong doing a good job splitting up his army, but no, it looks like Trap's units were close enough to help defend, and Trap now adequately splitting up his army, keeping the Stalkers back to defend against the Mutalisks, and leaving the rest of the army to defend his third base. That's exactly what he wants to do here. Probably wants to add a couple of cannons in his main and natural mineral lines as well to just help that out a little bit. It looks like that one gateway is going to get picked off from the high ground there. Jaedong making good use of the terrain. He's at 173 supply, by the way, at like 120 supply of trap. He's moving in with a lot of lings here into the third base. Now he's going for it, but that's a lot of Protoss units. Unfortunately for Trap, he does have 4 Immortals there, and the Immortals really not going to be very useful in this engagement. Just now in the front, tanking damage for the Stalkers. The Muta's going in, the Roach is going in the back. Nice force over there, keeping the Roaches away from the army, but it looks like Ling's actually going in from the other side as well. Jaedong doing a very nice move there. Since he broke down that wall at the narrow ramp, he moved in with those Zerglings, but no, now this is a big blink underneath the Mutalisk. I don't know why Jaedong was engaging there. Oh man, he took a lot of damage on those Mutas after that big blink in, and Jaedong, even though he pulled off a pretty nice attack there, doesn't quite manage to take it out. And just looking at the resources lost there, it looks like Jaedong has lost significantly more in the resources, but now he's going to trap some of these Stalkers. Nope, blinking back. Can't really trap Blink Stalkers so easily. And there's another big blink in, taking down some of those Mutas. Jaedong now looking in a bit of trouble here. He's taken his 4th base, but just lost a good number of Mutas and Lings. And now this Protoss army looks like it might go for a counterattack here, but no! Jaedong going into the 3rd base, and there's only 1 cannon to defend. The army is not in position. He needs to blink in. He blinks in to try and come back to save this Nexus, but Jaedong going after the Nexus right now. He's going to focus down the Nexus. Is he going to get the Nexus? It's going to be really close. I think he's going to get the Nexus. He's definitely going to get the Nexus. The Nexus goes down. The 3rd base of Trap is gone here. The Mutas are going to fly away. Jaedong lost all of the Zerglings there, but those don't really matter. The Mutalisks are the precious units here, and this time Jaedong managed to keep most of his Mutalisks alive, so despite the earlier bad attacks, this time the attack was absolutely worth it, and now Trap is in a lot of trouble. Now what is he going to do? Is he going to commit to a huge 2-base attack against Jaedong, but then Jaedong can just force a base race? Or is he going to try and defend and play from behind? Looks like he's going to make another Dark Templar. He's going to try and harass his way back into this game, but I don't know if that's going to help here. Jaedong making even more Mutas. He's got a lot of Mutas on the map now, 24 Mutalisks on the map, 1 DT moving into this base. Is Jaedong going to notice? Looks like DT's going to get a few drone kills here. It wasn't the best saturation at that base anyway, but looks like the Mutas have come back, just waiting for an Overseer to come help detect these, or help detect the DT. Looks like 7 kills before the DT does get taken away. Plus 3 attack is done, by the way, for Trap, so at least he has decent upgrades, but really hurting from losing that 3rd base. He's actually just distance mining here from this base, sending out more DTs to do more harassment here. Looks like, oh, he's going to get 1 into the 3rd base, and Overseer does see it, though, going to chase that down, and it looks like the other DT that was running into the National does get taken down as well, so this time Jaedong is on top of the defense. Looks like Muta's going in once again, continuing to keep the Protoss pinned back to his base, but it looks like Jaedong is going to lose some of these drones here at this 3rd base. Jaedong losing a good number of drones, losing looks like 7 drones, and I think that 8th kill was probably just a Zergling kill. But now the big Protoss army is moving towards the 4th, and I don't think Jaedong can actually engage this army straight up. That's quite a scary army here with that Archon, a bunch of Stalkers. The Zealots in the front will do nicely against those Zerglings with the +3 attack. So it looks like Jaedong indeed is going to do the correct decision and go in for the counterattack with the Mutaling. And it looks like Trap is just going to pull back here. I don't know if that's the best idea. Trap, he's just left a handful of units and is pulling the main army back to help defend his main base. But he's going to lose his cybernetics core. He will not be able to warp in any more Stalkers. Going to blink into his main to help out, but oh man, he might lose all these pylons. Oh god, he's losing the pylons, but no, looks like the Mutas are going to fly away. The Zerglings are still chilling in the main base. Actually, the 4 units here, 3 Stalkers and a Zealot, are actually probably going to kill that hatchery. So, a nice move there by Trap, although, oh no, the Lings are here. He could just focus down the hatchery. No, he's going to lose the Stalkers. I think he might have been able to get the hatchery if he microed that between Blink and just moving shot. He probably could have gotten that, but is not going to kill that hatchery, although now going to move in some more Stalkers to finish it off. But I don't think Jaedong really cares. He'll still have his original 3 bases. He's got plenty of Spine Crawlers here to help him in case it does turn into a base trade or a base race situation. And now, oh man, Trap's got to be careful. He doesn't want to lose those Stalkers. Looks like another Mutas are not actually going on an intercept course. There's excuse me, there's 37 Mutas out on the map right now against just 27 Stalkers and 1 Archon. But it looks like Trap has rebuilt his 3rd base now, so Trap just going to play from behind a little bit, actually killing his own pylon that was part of that wall here. I guess he felt that it was causing more harm than good since the Mutas would just be able to fly in, and he needed to be able to walk into his own base. Now the Mutas are flying out once again, but it looks like they might fly directly over the Stalker force, so that could be really bad for Jaedong if he's not paying attention and he flies over the Stalkers, but no, looks like Jaedong is controlling the Mutas properly, is going to avoid that Stalker force. Trap sees the army incoming, he's going to try and position himself to deflect these Mutas, but look at that Muta flock though, such a huge swarm of Mutas. Oh my god, that's a scary Muta flock. Even though there's a lot of Blink Stalkers here, it just might not be enough here. The Link's also coming in, helping to do a little bit of damage. Jaedong expanding to the top left base again, taking that faraway Expo to help make the best use of the highly mobile Mutaling army. Random changeling going to run in, and there's like a few random Zealots in the army as well, so it's like Trap is just not going to notice this random changeling in his army. Look at that. Yeah, pretend you're a Zealot. Oh, he's messing it up. Oh, Looks like nobody notices. It'd be so funny if he just made like a changeling wall there at the natural, and then the stalkers couldn't get in. Although I guess they could still blink in. But oh, there's a big blink in, gets a bit of damage on the mutas, but he's taking so much damage from the mutas. Oh, this is such a painful position for the Protoss. I can feel Trap's pain right now. Of course, I am a Protoss player myself. It's just like, oh, mutas. Oh, looks like Jaedong takes a bit of damage though going in. But look at this, he can actually engage here from the high ground, and see, he's using the position, using the terrain to make it so that the stalkers, they can't blink underneath the mutas right there, they can only shoot them from the low ground, so making it so that as few stalkers engage as possible, whereas all of his mutas are shooting, because obviously they're air units, they can stack, so having the best engagement there. And now the mutas going to the third base, the stalkers need to come back here, using their blink to try and save the base, but looks like he's going to lose almost all of his probes there, losing a good number of probes. The Nexus will survive, but Trap's economy is completely shot right now. Jaedong's got that fourth base now at the top left. Trap, he's in so much trouble right now. Looks like 1DT in the main. 1DT though has 16 kills! Oh my god! The observer did not notice, nobody noticed, but this DT's got 17 kills, 18 kills, 19, 20 kills. Was that 20 kills? I think that was a 20 kill Dark Templar before it got taken down. Jaedong is now down to 31 drones against 27 probes. It has now become a low eco game, ladies and gentlemen. 31 drones remaining only for Jaedong. So he's got 4 bases, but not even 10 drones a base. But unfortunately for Trap, I don't think it matters at this point. He just doesn't have anything to deal with that huge Mutaflock. There's 45 Mutalisks on the map here. He's got 3 Archons and 28 Stalkers. This is not going to be enough if Jaedong is, controlling his mutas well, which he absolutely is. Really needs some Storm to help deal with that Mutaflock. Could you imagine a couple of Storms on those clumped mutas? That'd be really, really nice. But now, oh my god, the Lings are moving in with the mutas! He's going to try and catch the Spores. Looks like the Stalkers blink away. They just abandoned the Archon there. Is Jaedong going to go for it? No, he's not going to commit here. But he's going to... I think actually if he committed, he might have been able to take it. But it looks like Jaedong is going to play this very carefully. Not going to throw away the game in a silly fashion here. He knows he's in a great position. He does not want to just lose that Mutaforce in a bad engagement. So he's just going to fly into the main base once again here, but a DT is going towards his third, but he's going to get the Templar Archives. He gets the Templar Archives to deny any possible High Templars coming out with Storm. And looks like Lings even in the natural. Oh my god, the Stalkers blinked in, but there weren't enough of them. They have to blink out again. Oh my god, run! Run to the Archon! Archon, save us! Save us, Archon! Oh my god, that is so many mutas. Jaedong doing a good split. He's going to take down all of the forces here. There's no anti-air left. Trap is completely dead. He lost all the Stalkers and Archons. He's down to 28 supply. GG! Jaedong getting revenge for his round 1 game. Big smile on his face. He lost his Brood War game today, but it doesn't matter. He has taken the ace match. He is so happy. That's what we want to see from the weekly MVP, from the Tyrant. And that means Team 8 will take the series over STX Seoul. And that is going to be all for today's Pro League. But don't go anywhere, because in exactly some amount of minutes, there's going to be OSL. Let me actually check. In exactly 1 hour and 11 minutes, according to Team Liquid, we will be watching an epic Brood War series between Flash and Fantasy in the last Brood War OSL. It's going to be the last ever TVT in an OSL, I guess. Whatever it is, it's going to be great. It's Fantasy versus Flash. The top 2 players in the ELO ranking right now. It's going to be so sick. So I highly recommend everybody stay around for that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching Pro League. VODs will be up at some point on my YouTube channel. And I'm probably just going to leave the stream. I'll just like goof around for an hour. No point turning off the stream, turning it back on, I guess.
결성된 이후로 최초로 3연승을 했다고 말씀드렸었는데 오늘 이후로 또 4연승 한 단계 한 단계 점점 기록을 써나가고 있습니다.
네, 정말 기록적인 위기 끝에 역전승. 네, 이런 것이 이번 시즌 드라마같이.
Anyway, a bunch of people are linking this KT Rollster stream. Is this actually Flash's FB view? This channel is offline. That seems really weird to me that they would do that. Are we sure that that's real? Are you sure that's not some guy who just made an account called KT Rollster and is just trying to get people to go to his stream?
어떤 상황도 넘길 수 있다. 뭐 그런 것들 그런 아슬아슬한 운영을 보여주는 듯한 그런 아주 매우 멋진 뮤탈이 있을 것 같습니다. 마지막에 그냥 덮어버렸어요. 그냥 집정관을 그 위에서 덮었습니다.
집정관 더 이상 나올 수가 없으니까요. 이제 나오는 모든 집정관이
That seems so weird though. Why would you stream your preparation for a match?
기운이 빠질 수밖에 없었고요.
That's just bizarre.
밀리고 있었습니다만 세 번은 없었다.
It's like, I mean, the match is stressful enough already. So not only is like streaming, like streaming adds on more stress to the player, and also, I don't know, like, what if he accidentally reveals one of his builds or something? That'd be horrible. That just does not seem like a good idea at all. Alright, let's have a look here. Oh, they're in the bus. Yeah, I am reading the chat. And I don't think it's a good idea to stream, even if they're in a bus.